Hi and welcome back to my channel. So today is a fun work day. So I came up with some fun glam and I also got this guy in the mail. So I'm a little late to the table on this one. But as you know, it was sold out really fast the first go around. So if you can't get on the first bandwagon, then let's get on the second one. And that's what I did. So this is the first opportunity that I've had to do a fun look in about 3 weeks. So this is what I came up with this guy. So let's get started. All right, so let's get started. I always put my glasses on. This is kind of like my makeshift headband. I haven't put anything on yet today, so we're gonna go with what are we gonna go with? All right, let's try this today. We're gonna toss it up a little bit. We're gonna go with some Genifique for one. And then the foundation that I'm going to use today is the Hourglass. So I'm going to put on the Hourglass Veil Primer to start with. And there is that. Actually, that's probably way too much. And then I'm going to use the Veil Fluid Makeup. This is oil free. And this may be a little bit dark for my skin, actually. This is in the shade Light Beige. It is no longer summer, so I may have to mix this a little bit. Oh, no, not so bad. Now, I don't use this as a full coverage, so it's not nearly as dark as if you were doing full coverage. Now on my hand it does look a little dark, but on my face it does not. So now if I was going more full coverage on my face, then yes, it would probably be too dark for sure. Because I'm using Hourglass today, I'm also going to use the Hourglass Arch. This is their brow pencil, and this is in the shade, what shade is that? Soft Brunette. Soft Brunette. Now their spoolie is a little large for me, as with this, but I'm gonna go with it. These triangle shape brow pencils are normally like way too big for me to use because I just can't get a good precise sculpt with it. But if you can do it, then more power to you. but I cannot for the most part. It does give you more coverage at one time. Maybe it'll take you less time to do it. I don't know. And I think there is actually more product in the container than the smaller ones for sure, but now, so I've got my basic down, and I'm gonna fill in a little bit around the front with the Precisely My Brow. This is in shade number 2, or I'm sorry, shade number 3. And see, this spoolie is a little bit smaller, which I like a little better. But then for the angle right here, I'm just going to fill in a little bit with this guy. Okay. So that is that for the moment. All right, and then I'm gonna go in with my Clarins. This is the Total Concentrate from Clarins. And this is my eye cream. And I put this under my eye after I do my foundation so that it blends out that line a little bit underneath it there, and it also brightens. Okay. Now, dun 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 dun. What do we think we got? Ta-da! Yes we do, yes we do. I caved and I got the Alien Palette. So let's open this puppy up. I might be a little late to the game with this, but I didn't get in on the first order. So same with the Blood Sugar palette. I was not as late with that palette, but still. They really, really get it open. All right, so So I got the palette, and I also got a lippy as well. So let's get on that. So I like that it comes decorated with this green and pink tissue paper, as well as a pink bubble wrap. Yeah, get rid of that. And there it is. Take that puppy out. There's the cardboard. Who else always wants to do that? The it's like in this pleather. It's really nice leather, pleather, whatever. Okay, so here we go. I'm not going to swatch this today because I know that you guys have already experienced the whole swatching thing. But I am going to put on some Marc Jacobs. This is some Marc Jacobs eye primer. Alright, so now let's start with this guy. Alright, so let's go in with my little Tarte brush, and we're going to go in with this guy all over. That one is Titan. So that is an all over base. There is a little kickback, but on the palette, not so much my brush or my eye. So go gently when you dip in. All right, then let's take a blending brush. This is a taper blending brush. This is Sephora Pro number 10. And let's do I want to do blue? I kind of like these guys right here. All right, let's go in with this guy. This is Abduction. That's not bright enough for me, so let's go in with this color, the Flying Saucer, and do this on the outside. That is such a pretty green. Take that same blending brush and blend it all out. And I'm going to take a little bit more of this Abduction and go a little bit heavier in the crease there just to blend it in. Some of this gold, I think. And do I want the gold? Yeah, I'm gonna do the gold. Hello. Take that same blending brush and I'm going to go in with a little bit more of this and blend it. Now, if you ever get like this in here, if you want something a little more to your skin tone, then just add some more flush colored in between there. To blend that out. Okay. take some of this green right here and put it underneath my eye. For bronzer, I'm going to go in with a little bit of Cool, since green is kind of on the cooler side. This is Tawny from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And then I'm going to take a beauty blender, not beauty blender, Beautiful Finish. This is from Bare Minerals. And I'm just going to sweep this up to blend it up towards my cheekbone. For highlighter today, I'm going to use the Juvia's Place. This is Nefertiti from their loose powdered highlighter. So there is already some that is in the lid here. And I'm going to use some of that and put it right on the top of my cheek. And then I'm also going to take that on a really small brush and put some right underneath my brow bone. Now for liner, besides doing the underneath, I am going to put some on my top line here. This is Makeup Forever Aqua XL in shade M10, which is their black. And sometimes this is really difficult when you're using the Aqua XL, because they are waterproof. You normally do have to sharpen it right before you use it, otherwise it's going to be too thick and you're not going to be able to actually get it on. It's kind of a weird formula. Before I go any further, I'm going to do the all-nighter. And typically when I spray, I don't spray like up here so much as like with my nose and under my jawbone, because you don't want any foundation rubbing off on any of your clothes. And I wear glasses as well when I'm doing reading of small print, so I want that to be stuck right into my nose so that it doesn't rub off or budge. Becca, this is their hydrating powder. I'm going to just put a little bit Now I have a fan going, so it's a little wavy there, and I'm just going to put this right here underneath. This is their hydrating powder, but it's also a setting powder as well. And then I'm just going to take that same beauty blender and just pat that in. Okay. Eyes, eyes, eyes. I'm going to use the Clinique High Impact Mascara. I haven't used this very often, so let's try this guy today. To me, that's not very high impact, but so let's try a different one. All right, let's try Maneater from Tarte. All right, so this is second day hair, and so what I'm gonna do today is just curl it back some. It's another rainy day, so it's not much gonna matter. Then I'm going to finish off with the Wax Blast 10. And let's get this started here. Actually, before I do that, then I'm going to take some Wow, and this one is in the shade Medium Brown, and I'm just going to put a little bit right here. And what you do is you just take the brush, and I'm gonna put a little bit right here in the front. And then right on the sides where you can see some growth of my hair. Now, also when you're doing that, so you can see a little bit right there. I've got some mishmash right there. So what you do is you just take your brush and kind of like rub in there to camouflage that. And then if you get more down on your scalp, just take your foundation brush again and just go around your face. There we go. Then I'm going to take some Wax Blast 10 and we're going to zhuzh it up a little bit. Let me flip my mirror. Now, I'm going to be putting this kind of like behind my ears today. So I kind of do a little bit of what I want to put it in with the curls. And then I take it and do small sprays throughout. All right, so, and I'm gonna have my glasses on top, so that's not gonna matter much either. And this, oh, I forgot. I also got a Jeffree Star. This is the Lip Ammunition. Let's get it open. Open, open, open. All right, and this is what this guy looks like. The color that I got was Beam Me Up. Oh, there we go. All right, so that's what this guy looks like. Let's see. I really like the way that these click when you put them on, when you put the lid on, so you know that it's locked and it'll stay. All right, so this is my final look for today. Woo! So this is my final look, if my gum doesn't choke me. So this is my final look in daylight in the car. And I ended up putting on some Kat Von D lipstick instead. This one I think is in the shade Lovesick. So I hope that you like this tutorial. Again, I used the Alien palette. I love the colors that are in this. I wanted to go with these because the green is just unusual. So that's what I went with today. Stay tuned for another tutorial very soon. And make sure that you're subscribed to this channel as well as my Instagram channel, which is at UpTown Glam Girl, and we've got some goodies coming your way. So make sure you are subscribed, and I will see you on the next one. I will leave all the links below on everything that I used with coming up with this look. So this is actually a work look today, so a fun work look. So I will see you on the next one. As always, God bless.